This is Epic Book Recaps, a podcast that offers complimentary audio summaries of influential nonfiction books, making learning a smarter experience. Principles by Ray Dalio. Principles are the link between your actions and your values. Over the decades, individuals who have managed to achieve significant success have continuously evaluated and experimented with various principles, ultimately identifying the ones that universally yield positive results. Ray Dalio, in his exploration of these principles, dissects them into two primary categories. The initial group represents his most fundamental life principles, while the second group extends these life principles to form his management principles. Dalio emphasizes the efficiency of these principles by explaining the rationale behind their development, grounded in his personal experiences and encounters with reality. As such, he encourages you to utilize his principles as the foundation for creating your own, rather than blindly replicating his. Hence, it becomes crucial to delve into the basics of these principles and understand how to assess the effectiveness of your current set of principles. A quote from Mahatma Gandhi captures the essence of principles perfectly. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. Principles serve as the connecting link between your actions and your values. They enable you to incorporate your values into your daily activities. They provide the guidance you need to make informed decisions when faced with challenging choices. The importance of crafting your personal principles based on the goals you aspire to achieve cannot be overstated. Numerous successful individuals have been able to establish principles that guide them towards their desired outcomes. For instance, an athlete aiming for victory would adopt principles that ensure they stick to rigorous training schedules and strict dietary habits. On the other hand, individuals without clearly defined principles may struggle to plot a clear trajectory towards success and may react impulsively to obstacles, leading them away from their set goals. This is merely a brief introduction. In due time, we will delve deeper into Ray Dalio's life and management principles, explore what sets successful people apart, discuss a unique strategy Dalio utilizes to tackle challenges, and much more. Fun fact: Ray Dalio purchased his first stock at the tender age of 12 for $300. Today, at 72 years old, he boasts a net worth of over $20 billion. Ray Dalio's strategies to becoming successful and avoiding common mistakes that people make. Having explored the importance of principles, values, and experiences, we now delve into Ray Dalio's modest beginnings and his journey towards developing the principles that have guided him to his current level of success. Dalio was raised in a middle-class family, the only child of a stay-at-home mom and a jazz musician. He developed an interest in academics only when the subject matter intrigued him, leading to a less than stellar academic performance during his early years. Despite his academic struggles, Dalio displayed an impressive knack for making money, taking up various jobs to earn extra cash. Before long, he became enamored with the burgeoning stock market and made his first stock purchase in the 1960s, buying shares of a company at $5 per share. However, after a long streak of stock market success, he began to experience the harsh consequences of poor investment decisions, leading him to understand that trading involved much more than what initially met the eye. These losses ignited a drive within him to master the market. In his pursuit of this newfound goal, he gleaned the following lessons. Despite a strong work ethic, one could still land on the wrong side of the market. Poor decisions can lead to costly outcomes in the stock market. The market consensus could prove to be incorrect, necessitating the need to develop individual thinking. These realizations pushed him to formulate strategies to avoid the common pitfalls people often fall into. As a result, Ray Dalio cultivated an approach aimed at increasing his odds of success. These strategies include a resolve to work towards self-established goals, not those imposed by others. A commitment to enhancing his ability to form the best independent opinions. A pledge to avoid becoming overconfident at all costs. Ray Dalio applied these principles throughout his college years, his 2-year tenure at Harvard Business School, his early years on Wall Street, and when he founded Bridgewater in 1975. These principles continue to resonate with his life today. Achieving sustainable success is greatly influenced by your ability to foster meaningful relationships and engage in meaningful work. Living a fulfilling life is contingent upon our ability to acknowledge and effectively handle realities. Ray Dalio identifies as a hyper-realist, grounded in the belief that our capacity to live a fulfilling life is directly correlated with our ability to accept and adeptly manage realities. As such, he has dedicated his life to uncovering the things that truly matter. Despite his life principle being centered around awareness of reality, it does not alienate those who view dreaming as a vital aspect of human existence. In fact, being a hyper-realist aids individuals in evaluating their dreams by distinguishing realistic aspirations from unattainable fantasies. By aligning dreams with reality, it becomes easier to apply the laws of the universe to transform wishful thinking into attainable goals. In simpler terms, Ray Dalio's most fundamental principle is that actively seeking truth in one's reality lays the groundwork for achieving desirable outcomes. He noted that he has committed his life to understanding the workings of nature, allowing the laws of nature to guide his life choices, facilitating the differentiation between good and bad. For Ray Dalio, consistently aligning with the laws of nature is a vital prerequisite for all that is good, while defying these laws indicates a turn for the worse. For example, individuals who amass significant wealth by contributing to evolution are not inherently bad. Those who continue to accumulate wealth for its own sake, however, are deviating from the path of nature and aligning with gluttony. The human capacity to adapt to changes significantly influences our survival odds. Given this reality, it's imperative to harness the cognitive tools at our disposal to identify our weaknesses and objectively work towards addressing them. Individuals who have managed to overcome their ego barriers, sought external evaluation of their weaknesses, and responded positively to criticism are typically the most successful. In essence, we all need to root our dreams in reality and find the proper motivation to realize them in order to live a thriving life. It's important to note that there are no universal tools to measure success or happiness. Every decision has subsequent consequences, and the quality of life you'll live tomorrow is heavily influenced by the choices you make today. Choices play a critical role in the pursuit of goals. As individuals strive towards their goals, they'll continually find themselves making decisions that either advance or impede their progress. In simpler terms, every decision carries with it consequences, and the quality of your future life is determined by the choices you make. Let's explore 5 truths about effective decision-making. Out of the millions of choices we make throughout our lifetime, only 5 truly matter. Firstly, never allow your limitations to stand between you and your goals. Taking a cue from the concept of evolution, only species that can transform their limitations into strengths, despite the associated pain, achieve real success. When you experience pain, you're on the cusp of unlocking new possibilities that previously seemed unreachable. Thus, introspecting about pain can propel you into your next phase. Secondly, your willingness to confront harsh realities will significantly enhance your decision-making abilities. Conversely, individuals who avoid the truth are generally poor decision-makers. Thirdly, individuals who are overly concerned about others' perceptions tend to hide their weaknesses. This habit leads such individuals to make hasty life decisions. Successful individuals, on the other hand, openly acknowledge their limitations. They recognize when they need help and when they need to gather more information. Fourthly, individuals who prioritize immediate consequences of their actions over subsequent consequences often make misguided judgments. For instance, individuals who overly focus on the discomfort and pain associated with exercise will miss out on the subsequent benefits of good health and an appealing physique. Lastly, individuals who attribute their troubles to others or external factors are out of touch with reality. These individuals prefer to blame external factors rather than introspect on their shortcomings, undermining the foundations of success. After identifying the core choices you must make, the next step is to implement the appropriate strategies and designs to achieve your goals. Your goals dictate the appropriate strategies and individuals to aid you in achieving your objectives. The 5-step process to obtaining what you desire in life. Achieving desirable outcomes and making the most of your life requires adhering to a 5-step process. The objective here is to develop the necessary disciplines and talents to succeed, while ensuring that your rational self is at the forefront of every step. The first step involves setting goals. This step aids you in discovering what you truly desire and maintaining focus on it. A common mistake individuals make is having a cluster of desires, making it impossible to concentrate and achieve a specific goal. Successful individuals, however, painstakingly sift through their desires, properly evaluating them and selecting the ones that are most important. Implementing this rule will help you prioritize your goals over appealing alternatives. Similarly, it's crucial to ensure that your perceived strengths and weaknesses do not hinder this process. Do not allow your limitations to dictate the goals you choose to pursue, as you can supplement your deficiencies with the strengths of others. Individuals with a broad perspective are proficient at setting goals. The second step involves identifying and not tolerating problems. Encountering setbacks while pursuing goals is a normal occurrence. However, your resilience determines your success. Your capacity to confront challenges head-on and uncover the hidden opportunities they present is the key to sustained success. The third step involves performing a factual diagnosis of challenges. Rather than hastily seeking solutions, you should first evaluate the cause of the problem and your experiences with similar issues, or those gleaned from other individuals. The information gathered from this exercise will provide a clearer understanding of your obstacles and how to overcome them. After correctly diagnosing your problems, the next step, which is the fourth, is to formulate a plan to address them. Individuals who skip this step often rely on chance or adopt random, ineffective solutions. It's important to visualize the desired outcome before selecting the appropriate solutions. The final step involves executing all the analysis and planning of the previous steps to take meaningful actions. Goal-oriented individuals utilize the information at their disposal to make things happen. Ray Dalio's management principles. Over the years, Bridgewater has relied on the extensions of Ray's basic life principles. Dalio explained that he built his company on valuing truth, which is evident in its culture. To fully understand the range of principles that have enabled Bridgewater to thrive, Ray decided to categorize his management principles into the following core groups. Principles for cultivating the right culture. Principles for selecting the right people. Principles that aid in perceiving, diagnosing, and solving challenges. Principles that aid in making effective decisions. Value the truth. In the world of business, developing a penchant for the truth is a critical principle to adopt. There should be no fear of the truth. Instead, embracing it arms you with the courage to do what is necessary. Loyalty should not blind you from the truth. Another principle that could greatly benefit your business is transparency. The practice of concealing weaknesses behind loyalty encourages individuals to keep their shortcomings a secret, which can be detrimental to progress. Dalio advises recording all meeting proceedings and making these records accessible to relevant individuals. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. Albert Einstein. Value mistakes and the lessons they impart. With the truth firmly established, individuals are more likely to openly express their shortcomings without fear of backlash. However, the goal is not to merely admit mistakes, but to cultivate a culture where individuals actively analyze and learn from their mistakes. A culture that fosters creativity involves an innovative process where mistakes are not simply swept under the rug. True innovation arises when individuals learn from failures. Refrain from blaming individuals, as it could diminish their confidence. Strive to create synergy. Cultivating the right synergy among your employees promotes a culture where individuals' rights are respected. This environment enables individuals to freely ask questions when they feel lost or left out. A synergistic environment is contingent upon the open-mindedness of its constituents. In other words, a harmonious rhythm can only be achieved when individuals are receptive to new ideas. The effectiveness of your business culture is heavily influenced by the type of individuals working for you. Choosing the right individuals to ensure the smooth operation of your business is one of the most crucial decisions you'll ever have to make. The effectiveness of your business culture is heavily influenced by the type of individuals you employ. It's critical to select, train, evaluate, and sort your employees. As noted earlier, it's crucial to ensure that these individuals align with your design. If you discover that certain individuals do not value truth and openness as much as you would like, it's acceptable to let them go. During the selection process, consider candidates who are unafraid to objectively evaluate themselves and those who are open about their weaknesses. Also, prioritize hiring individuals who can take on responsibilities. These individuals will occupy key positions, and they will periodically design, hire, and sort to improve the business's success rate. Hire correctly or pay the price. The diversity of abilities and values should be a major consideration during your hiring process. Prioritize these factors over skills. Individuals can learn new skills, while abilities and values are almost impossible to alter. You could also factor in past reviews and references when determining a candidate's suitability for a role. Manage your team effectively. It's important to note that the best working culture can only be achieved when you understand what motivates each individual on your team and how to manage them. Gaining this understanding will allow you to trust your employees or team members, fostering confidence to delegate tasks. This type of working relationship hinges on how well you understand those who work for you and how well they understand you. The principle that aids in perceiving, diagnosing, and solving challenges. In this section, we will explore the principles that can transform you into a super problem solver. Implementing these principles will train your mind to detect and efficiently solve problems. Develop strategies to sniff out problems. As a leader, one of your core responsibilities is to detect problems before they become overwhelming. However, it's important to view issues as opportunities for improvement. In your quest to uncover problems, you should take the initiative to do the majority of the work and encourage your team to do the same. Always be vigilant and evaluate all outputs by comparing them with a standard that represents excellence. This approach requires an effective communication model. There is no room for ambiguity in the art of problem detection. Diagnose the problems. During the process of identifying the root cause of a problem, it's advisable to examine the roles that individuals' actions or inactions played in creating the problem. In most cases, problems can be traced back to specific individuals. If this is not the case, then the design, system, or culture is at fault. Therefore, Diagnostics provide a clearer understanding of the issue at hand and its relationship with your design and employees. Search for solutions. Discovering that your design is the problem or that the individuals involved are not striking the right balance should inspire you to modify your existing system. Depending on the severity of the problem, you could make minor adjustments, replace ineffective parts, or completely overhaul the design. The principles that aid in making effective decisions. Manage your ignorance. The biggest mistake individuals often make is assuming they know everything. To avoid this pitfall, it's crucial to recognize that there's no harm in admitting you don't know everything. Acknowledging your limitations will help you discern when to seek help and when to acquire more information about your current situation. Continually seek out individuals who will critically evaluate your opinions and highlight any potential oversights. Consider the consequences of your decisions. Each decision carries with it a risk-reward ratio, and it's your responsibility to understand what you stand to gain or lose by making a tough decision. In line with this principle, Dalio cautions against betting too much on uncertainties. Life is governed by principles, and when you truly reflect on it, it becomes clear why. Without principles, life would be riddled with chaos and unpredictability. Natural laws provide consistency in outcomes. If something operates on a principle, it transcends borders. Anyone, regardless of their geographical location, can apply the principle and achieve the same result as anyone else. In this summary, we've explored Ray Dalio's life and management principles. However, it's crucial to heed Dalio's advice about not blindly adopting his principles. Use them as a foundation for developing your own principles. Even if you decide to implement his lessons, first test them to ensure they work for and are suitable to your unique circumstances. Consistently apply the lessons you've learned to your life and observe as you begin to produce the desired results. Strive to be observant and ask many questions. This approach will expedite your growth in wisdom. Life has much to teach. Numerous insights are embedded in nature, but they're only accessible to those who take the time to observe and learn. Don't claim to be too busy. Approach each day with an open heart, ready to observe the consistencies in life and derive meaning from them. Lastly, seek to find the truth and nothing but the objective truth. In this digital age, there's an abundance of information available, but not all of it contains the truth. Cultivating the ability to discern the truth will greatly benefit you in life. Practical application. Cultivate a daily habit of studying and meditating. This practice will sharpen your mind and enhance your judgment.